Perilla is an herb of the mint family, Lamiaceae. Though known to several cultures by different names, the disparate varieties are now classified under the single species Perilla frutescens. The plant overall resembles the stinging nettle, though the leaves are somewhat rounder. Culinary Overview. Korean cuisine uses green leaves of the oilseed variety, which have a flavor different from shisa. It also uses the perilla seeds, known as wild sesame, a source of perilla oil rich in ALA omega-3 fatty acids. The flowers, fruits, and seeds of shisa are used as a condiment or spice in Japan. Cultivation. In temperate climates, the plant is self-sowing, but the seeds are not viable after long storage, and germination rates are low after a year. Perilla frutescens has been widely naturalized in parts of the United States and Canada, from Texas and Florida north to Connecticut and into Ontario, and west to Nebraska. It can be weedy or invasive in some of these regions. The weedy types have often lost the characteristic shisa fragrance and are not suited for eating. Also, the red leaves are not ordinarily served raw. China. Perilla is called zisu in Chinese and is traditionally used in Chinese medicine, and has been shown to stimulate interferon activity and thus the body's immune system. It is used to ease the symptoms of the common cold. It is fried in oil with garlic or ginger in the wok, and eaten as a dish with meals. The Su in its name was the namesake for Mount Gusu, the peak which gave Suzhou its name. The Manchu People's Festival of Food Extermination Day calls for perilla to be eaten by Bannermen. Japan. The Japanese name for the variety of perilla normally used in Japanese cuisine is shisa. This name is already commonplace in U.S. mass media's coverage of Japanese restaurants and cuisine. The Japanese call the green type aojiso, or uba, and often eat the fresh leaves with sashimi or cut them into thin strips in salads, spaghetti, and meat and fish dishes. It is also used as a savory herb in a variety of dishes, even as a pizza topping. In the summer of 2009, Pepsi Japan released a new seasonal flavored beverage, Pepsi Shisa. The purple form is called akajiso, and is used to dye umeboshi red or combined with ume paste in sushi to make umesha samaki. It can also be used to make a sweet, red juice to enjoy during summer. An inflorescence of shisa, called hojiso, is typically used as garnish on a sashimi plate. The individual flowers can be stripped off the stem using the chopstick, adding its flavor to the soy sauce dip. The fruits of the shisa, containing fine seed about 1 mm or less in diameter, can be preserved in salt and used as a spice or condiment. Young leaves and flower buds are used for pickling in Japan and Taiwan. The cultivar is known regionally as junen in the Tohoku regions of Japan. The term means 10 years, supposedly because it adds this many years to one's lifespan. A local preparation in Fukushima Prefecture, called shingoro, consists of half-pounded unsweet rice patties, which are skewered, smeared with miso, blended with roasted and ground junen seeds, and roasted over charcoal. The oil pressed from this plant was once used to fuel lamps in the Middle Ages. The warlord Sato-Do's son, who started out in various occupations, was a peddler of this type of oil, rather than the more familiar rapeseed oil. According to a story by historical novelist Ryotaro Shiba, Korea, the plant's Korean name is doilka or tulka. The same word is also used when referring to its seed, which has many uses in Korean cuisine, just as the leaves do. The literal translations of doilka and kennep are in spite of perillas not being closely related to sesame, and Korean cookbooks translated into English sometimes use these translations. Cans of pickled kennep can be found in Korean grocery stores all over the world, with some ground red pepper between every 2 leaves in the can. The leaves' essential oils provide their strong taste. Fresh leaves have an aroma reminiscent of apples and mint, and are eaten in salad dishes and with roasted meat. The flavor is distinct from Japanese perilla, and the leaf appearance is different, as well, larger, rounder, flatter, with a less serrated edge, and often a violet coloring on the reverse side. Perilla oil is extracted from the seeds. The cake can be used as animal feed. Perilla oil has a rich taste and scent slightly resembling dark sesame oil. Perilla seed can be cooked with meals, roasted, crushed to intensify its taste or mixed with sesame and salt. Laos. The purple leaves, called pakmaranda, are strong in fragrance, but not ruffled. Lao also used them for Lao rice vermicelli, khao poon, which is very similar to the Vietnamese bun. They are used as part of the dish for their fragrance. Vietnam. Vietnamese cuisine uses a variety similar to the Japanese perilla, but with greenish bronze on the top face and purple on the opposite face. The leaves are smaller and have a much stronger fragrance. In Vietnamese, it is called tia tu, derived from the characters whose standard pronunciation in Vietnamese is ti tu. It is usually eaten as a garnish in rice vermicelli dishes called bun and a number of stews and simmered dishes. South Asia. In Nepal, Kumaon, and parts of India, it is called silim, thoiding, chafcha and bangaray. Its seeds are roasted and ground with salt, chilies, and tomatoes to make a savory dip, side dish or chutney. Chemistry. The pronounced flavor and aroma of shisa derives from peryllaldehyde, but this substance is lacking in the wild sesame and sesame leaf variety. Other aromatic essential oils present are limonene, caryophyllene, and farnesene. Perilla oil is a very rich source of the essential nutritional omega-3 fatty acid alpha-linolenic acid, and its use as an edible oil is more for its medicinal benefit than its flavor. Many forms are rich in perilla ketone, which is a potent lung toxin to some livestock, though effects on humans remains to be studied. The artificial sweetener perillatine can be synthesized from peryllaldehyde, but it is used in Japan only for sweetening tobacco. Despite being 2,000 times sweeter than sucrose, owing to its bitterness and aftertaste, and insolubility in water. Nutritional value. Perilla leaves are rich in dietary fiber, dietary minerals, such as calcium, iron and potassium, and vitamins A, C and riboflavin. Perilla leaf components are under preliminary research for potential anti-inflammatory properties, and may be used to preserve foods.